everyone, it's Dylan, and I'm here with Kenzie.
Hi.
And I have a new song called Advice from the Internet that's coming out, so this is a series about advice. I go to Kenzie about advice all the time, boy advice. I usually like call her crying or something.
Yeah, most of the time.
But we're both in a relationship now, so we're like, it kind of happened at the same time.
Yep.
But I posted a Instagram story asking y'all to send in any questions that we could give advice to. Our source of the internet is the Alexa advice, so.
Alexa, stop.
First question is, how do I get clear skin? I don't even know that answer. I feel like the more products you try, the more your face breaks out.
If I don't wash my face
For
and you
3
just leave your
days.
makeup on?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, don't do that.
Yeah,
But I think just like having a good skincare routine that you know like fits your skin and like that you do consistently and you know that it doesn't break out your face, that's perfect. I go to a facialist a lot so they can give me products as well because they know what's like the best for your skin.
My face is also like really sensitive, so the more products that I use, the more my face reacted to. Like I have like breakouts and stuff, especially if I wear a lot of makeup for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
If you're fully glammed up, you should probably like double cleanse. I learned that from Rachel. Alexa, how do I get clear skin?
According to WikiHow, if you want to get clear, smooth skin, wash your face twice daily with a mild cleanser that is formulated for your skin type, whether it's oily, dry, or combination. About once a week, use a facial scrub to exfoliate your skin. After you wash or exfoliate your face, apply a lightweight facial moisturizer over your skin. If you get a pimple, don't pop it, or it could scar. To learn more details about
Okay,
this
Alexa,
and
we're
other
good. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You queen. Alexa, stop.
So I use an exfoliator, and I only use it once a week.
Me too.
I'm using the Dove facial bar soap, and that has like helped me dry out my acne. Next question is, how do I have a hot girl summer?
My like definition of like a hot girl summer, I think you can have a boyfriend or you can't. I think it's just like making yourself ready for summer. Like maybe like
Getting your hair done.
Yeah, like-
getting nails done.
Yeah,
all that stuff.
like I'm gonna be
And
hot
that
in the
makes
summer.
sense. Yeah, because I just got my hair done, so maybe I'm getting ready for a
You
hot
are
girl
getting
summer.
ready for hot girl summer. I'm not. So
Alexa, how do I have a hot girl summer? Oh. She wanted
She
nothing
said-
to do with
she
that.
said you can't, girl.
Yeah.
So we ask her again. We're just like
No, she just like
she doesn't want us to have a hot girl summer. Yeah. Okay, we'll do it together.
Okay, I just found out my ex has a new girlfriend. What do I do if I still have feelings for her? Honestly, like I have to be completely honest, I feel like you can't really do anything in that moment. I think trying to like, come on, I know you're stalking them.
Yeah.
I did that too. I think we all
all
did
do
that.
it.
We all do it. I think trying to like not do that, not look at like what they're doing will also help you move on.
Spending time with your friends is like most important. Obviously, if you're in your room by yourself, you're gonna think about, I miss this guy, I wanna be with this guy, but really like, if you broke up, it's probably for a good reason. So just go have fun with your friends, don't worry about it. Like girls come first over guys.
Yeah.
Like I put Dylan first over all of my
I've had lots of opinions about, you know.
Yeah, of course, and like friends come first. So I would just like worry about the people closest to you and
Yeah.
don't worry about the other girl. Just have
Yeah.
fun. Just have a hot girl summer.
Alexa, I just found out my ex has a new girlfriend. What do I do if I still have feelings for him?
Screw him, he's not worth your time.
Maybe she does have good advice.
Yeah, maybe.
The fourth question is, how do I write a good song?
I think my like mentality when it's like I'm going in to write a song, it's like even if you think it's bad, just write it because it could come out to something like amazing.
Yeah.
Just write what you're passionate about. I
Yeah.
feel like we do that a lot where it's like we write about our
Life,
Our
like
life.
what we've gone through in the past.
like a friend's point of view or
Yeah,
like
a
anything.
friend's point of view too. That's honestly like a challenge. If you want to challenge yourself, that's good too. At the end of the day, of making those memories, write it down, and then
Mhm.
when you're by yourself, or maybe you're in front of a piano, maybe it'll just like come to you right away if you have these ideas right in front of you. It
You
just
don't really
kinda-
have like advice to write a perfect song.
Not everyone writes a perfect song every day. I've had like a week of like horrible songs. And then like the next week, like I was like, oh wait, that's actually really good. Alexa, how do I write a song?
Song is spelled S-O-N-G.
Thank you so much for your advice.
I didn't think she was gonna, I honestly thought you'd like WikiHow or
Alexa, sing.
Hey, it's me, Alexa, and I'm wired for fun. Affection, addiction, I'm killer with a pun. I'm the speaker of the house, best jester of all time. Knock, knock, who's there? It's me, it's the punchline.
I didn't think she was actually gonna do that.
Wait, what?
I thought you were joking. Like I thought you were like.
No, I didn't even
you
know
should
this
gonna
was-
say
I don't
that.
have an Alexa.
Oh, the fifth question is, how do you know when to stop a toxic friendship? Oh,
We've been through it.
We've been through it. We both like had the same intentions, but we never told like each other.
Yeah.
I distance myself. This is what I do. Like I distance myself from them. I think also it's so hard because I like distance myself from someone and someone be like, why are you like distancing yourself from them? And then I just had to be honest. Like I just like.
At least you're honest.
Yeah, I had to be honest, but like also sometimes if you distance themselves, like you distance themselves, yourself from that person, then I think they'll kind of get the memo.
I feel like I've lost and like found a bunch of different friends during quarantine, especially. And I used to do what Dylan does and just like distance myself. But now I'm like, I kind of feel bad, so I just tell the person why I'm distancing myself from them. If you like have a gut feeling about a person, like I feel like my mom has this really good intuition about a person, and she tells me that she doesn't like them, I always end up not liking them, which is so weird.
Yeah.
My mom just knows best, so maybe just listen to your mom.
Alexa, how do you know when to stop a toxic friendship?
According to OprahMag.com,
Oprah.
recognizing that you're in the midst of a toxic friendship by evaluating the signs is the first step toward extricating yourself. A painful but necessary process.
She said
If you want more, go to this website right
She
here.
said go to Oprah's.
The next one is how to get rid of stage fright.
I still haven't gotten rid of stage fright.
Really?
No.
I can't sing in front of these people.
Yeah, okay, well I can't sing in front of like my close friends.
Yeah.
You
Even family sometimes.
I can't sing in front of like a small group of people, but if it's like in a large crowd, it's okay.
Yeah.
But I still get really, really nervous before I go on stage. Have fun, you know, like
Yeah. How I got rid of it was when
Yeah,
I
I
moved
can see
here. There was this karaoke place at this Mexican restaurant. And we went every Friday night. Went there and my mom was like, go do it. And I was like, no, like I don't want to sing in front of people. And she was like, you have to. And like before I went on, I would go to the bathroom crying. And then my mom would like literally be like, nope, come on, come sing. And then right when I started singing, like it was okay, everything was
that's
fine.
good that she did that.
Okay, Alexa, how do I get rid of stage fright?
According to Mayo Clinic, thorough preparation before speaking or performing in front of others can calm jitter. Relaxation activities, such as yoga or breathing techniques, may help calm fears.
Before we go on stage, we're just like
Yeah. I guess if you want to do yoga before publicly speaking, honestly, I am horrible at public speaking. I'd be like, okay, popcorn, Dylan. And then I'm like, I would read like the whole thing before, just so I'm like, hopefully I don't get this big word. And then of course I would have to read the big
Yeah.
word. So how do I talk to my parents about my mental health? This is hard. I feel like
I would say when you're ready to talk to your parents about your mental health, you should. I don't think you should be forced into anything.
also like talking to your friends helps a lot. Because you don't know what your friends are going through. Your friends can be going through the same exact thing.
Also, go to your friends for everything because they're always going to be brutally honest about
Yeah.
it. So like, yeah, just like go to your friends. They're kind of like a therapist,
Yeah.
but for free.
Alexa, how do I talk to my parents about my mental health?
Ask them how you can help and respect whether he or she wishes to talk about it.
Was that from a parent's point of view? Because I think it was from a parent's point of view.
Maybe. It might have been.
But parents, take that advice.
Yeah, if there's parents watching this, always be open to talking to your children about it. I also think kids can be scared to talk to their parents about it because they're not sure how they would react. So I think making sure that your child like knows that you are in a safe space. Okay, how should I deal with stress and anxiety? The very last 2020 is when I started dealing with it. I wasn't sure exactly what it was. I kind of just like, pushed through it. I feel like it hits people differently. I think you should try to find out what you're stressed out about. Because then maybe you can go back and fix it. You can be like, maybe if you're too busy, you can cut back on the schedules and all the stuff that you have on your schedule.
But like what people have told me is like you need to tell yourself that you're okay. Which like sounds really dumb, but if you literally say to yourself like I am okay, I'm fine, then most of the time I will like calm myself down. You know, like when we go like some long periods of time just staying in our room and it's like horrible.
We don't
I
think
can't-
in the moment, we don't think it's horrible until we're like, we go outside.
Like, don't just lay in bed all day. Try and meditate, or just like work out is like nice for anxiety too, because you're always like doing something and not thinking all the time.
Alexa, how should I deal with stress and anxiety?
According to WikiHow, to deal with anxiety and stress, allow yourself to feel upset so you don't simply bottle up your emotions. However, after a few minutes, take 10 deep breaths to calm yourself down. If possible, imagine that you're a scientist, which might help you to examine the situation with less emotion and more curiosity.
That was really nice.
I like the scientist part. I didn't
That
think
was
about
nice.
that. Next question is, how do I move on from an ex?
Obviously, you have to move on from him in some sort of, I mean, him or her, whatever.
Try not looking at their social media.
Yeah, don't look at their social medias because that's obviously gonna make it worse.
Yeah, hang out with friends.
Hang out with friends. Like, just do things that you love. Like, don't sit in your bed and think about it. Like, you need to like go do things.
Maybe go on a trip with your
girlfriends.
Yeah, with your girlfriends.
When I went through a breakup, I was like in bed for like a day and I was like crying, and then like I went to Dylan's house and we were just like, what did we even do? We just like,
I don't know. I think we were playing Roblox.
we played like Roblox, we went like skateboarding, and I was over it in like 2 days.
Yeah. Also, like, she went through a breakup, and all of us, like the friend group, were like, we have to get her out of bed. Like,
Yeah.
she was like, do you guys
You
just
guys
wanna
were
come
also
chill
like,
in my room?
thank God she got out of
Oh
that.
yeah, yeah. We're also like, oh yes.
Alexa, have you ever had a boyfriend?
I'm happily single.
Go
I
you.
love the way she.
Hot girl summer.
Hot girl summer. Last question is, I have a crush on my best friend. What should I do?
See, that's a difficult situation because
I feel like this is such like a
This is the
topic
worst
that
thing.
everyone talks about though.
not me liking the best friend, but the best friend has liked me before, and it's kind of an awkward situation because if you're in a friend group, it'll make everything
complicated
weird and complicated.
Yeah.
Unless you guys like each other back.
But I think
Go
you
for
should
it.
also look at like, could I lose this person if they don't like me back?
Right.
Would this ruin our friendship? So I think you should look at the pros and cons about it. But I also do believe that like relationships start from best friends.
It's kind of tricky because it's just like, do I really want to risk it if I'm going to lose this person in my life? But it's also like, if you really love that person and you can't hide your feelings anymore, then obviously tell them.
Yeah.
Dylan, I like you.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
See, this is where it gets awkward. Okay. You just ruined our friendship. Does that look real? Oh wait, no, go get it. Well, that's it for this episode. If this was helpful, that's great. And also, hopefully it was at least a little bit entertaining. If you have any advice to add to the questions that we answered to, let us know in the comments. And if you guys want to vent in the comments, go do that. It's a safe space. But yeah, also just another reminder is to go easy on yourself. Do not listen to the internet all the time. Go to people you trust to ask for advice, and also trust your heart and trust your gut feeling, because I think at the end of the day, your gut feeling is like always right. But yeah, thank you, Kenzie, for having me. Oh, thanks Thanks, guys, for coming here.
Thank you so much for coming for me.
I'll see you next time.